What's up, folks? It's your favorite sorcerer, Aurelius Sopex, as you can see. Well, I have this Telegram group. It's called Seduction Alchemy Lab, and I teach people psychic seduction over there. Okay, so this morning I received a question from Ebo. Thanks for your input, Ebo. You're always engaged and all that stuff. So I want to thank you here. I really like when people are engaged and ask questions a lot, right? But he asked a question, which, well, I'm just going to repeat the question more or less. It's not the exact quote, right? But he asked essentially, okay, please give me, or can you give me an outline, or can you tell me how psychic seduction works from your perspective? Is it like, do you always stay in the trance, or like, what's actually going on there, right? And my answer to that question was kind of like this. Imagine you don't know how to drive, okay? You don't know how to drive, and you're being pushed into busy traffic in the morning, okay? Now, when it comes to driving, just like anything else that is more or less complex, there are many, many, many individual steps, okay? So if you are a beginner and somebody throws you into traffic, you're going to be completely overwhelmed. You're going to be completely within yourself. You're going to try to not fuck things up, and anything that you do is not going to allow you to make any progress because it's too complex, okay? And this is actually a mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to, psychic seduction, when it comes to magic, when it comes to most things, okay? They try to do too much all at once, and it fucks everything up, because here's how you actually need to learn and study things correctly. Imagine a martial art, and this was also the answer that I gave him in that group, which is basically the correct way to learn a complex martial art, no matter how complex it is, would be to, first of all, focus on how to stand, and you do that until you are bored by that one activity, by that one move. Next, you learn how to punch correctly, okay? And you do that until you're fucking bored by it, until it's muscle memory, until it is automatic. Then you move on to the correct kick. And as you learn how to move, how to kick correctly, at one point you're going to be bored by doing that kick again and again and again. It's muscle memory. And here's what's now going to happen. You're going to be in any kind of situation, and the responses are going to be automatic. Now, this is when you can start to bring complexity into it. Now you can freestyle, you can recombine all of the elements, and you're going to be able to actually use the martial art, you see? And this is how it is with everything. People try to do too much all at once. That's the number one thing. And the most important thing is they don't know all of the individual elements. Now, when it comes to psychic seduction, there are a lot of elements, okay? Yes, there's a trance aspect to it. There's an energy control aspect to it. There's a concentration aspect to it. There's a language pattern aspect to it. There's a body language aspect to it. There are, a spirit. How do you spirit for that? That aspect takes place as well. So what I'm trying to say is essentially there are many, many different steps that have to be used in the correct sequence, and they have to be trained and practiced individually. So if you were to use psychic seduction, you first have to know how to open a conversation without being creepy, without fucking that up. And that in itself is like the correct punch. That is like the correct kick. You have to be really, really good at that. And then you can build upon that skill. And each of these tools have to be used in the correct way, in the correct sequence. And then you can freestyle and actually use it. It's like any other art. Like you would use a martial art and use all the techniques all at the right time automatically with muscle memory in order to beat the fuck out of your opponent and win. In psychic seduction, that is an energetic battle. You could say that's an energetic battle, because you need to get through and beyond the defenses that are there. And you have to win over the woman. That's the battle, okay? So, or you can do that with guys, of course, as well. Women can psychically seduce men, of course, as well. So the point is that I'm making here, I'm sure you get it. It is something that you need to learn. Now, imagine different types of plumbers, okay? Something's broken in your house, and you need plumbing. So the first plumber shows up, he doesn't even have a toolbox. He doesn't have a toolbox. The second one shows up, he has a toolbox, but it's incomplete. The next one shows up, he's a plumber with all the tools, but they're in the wrong order. Okay? And he doesn't know the order. The next one is a plumber that has a complete toolbox. They're all in the right order, and he knows in what order to use them. And then the last one is a plumber that shows up, has a complete toolbox, has all the tools in the correct order. He knows in what order to use them. Plus, he has years and years and years of experience in using them, you know. There's actually a very interesting story, a metaphor that I'm going to have to mention in another video in this context, which is going to actually allow you to understand the value of experience. But that's for a different video. So here's the point. Really the point of this video. What you need is, first and foremost, you need a psychic seduction toolbox. And you need to know in what order to use them, and then practice all of those individually, and then you will be able to combine them, you see? And this is how you actually master everything else. You could apply that to a martial art. You could apply that to fucking investing in the stock market. You could apply that to this and that and the other, you see? But people don't understand how to dissect a complex topic, break it down into pieces that they can actually train and master. And this is where then, with practice, the muscle memory kicks in, the actual mastery over the subject and the field, you see? So what I will do for you is, today is Thursday. On the 30th, which is a Saturday, okay? This Saturday, I'm gonna teach you the complete toolbox for psychic seduction. And of course, in what order to use them. But I can't make you use them, if that makes sense. You see, I can't step into your body and make you use those things. That's up to you, obviously. But what I can do is I can dissect this complex field of psychic seduction. I can break it down into the individual tools, a complete sequence from A to Z, in what order to use those things and how to practice them. That I can do for you. That's all I can. Listen, I'm doing everything that I can. But I can't fucking step into your body and apply those things for you. That's what you have to do, or so, right? But I can break this complex art down for you into a toolbox. So I'm going to do this for a limited amount of people, and a prerequisite to be allowed to be on the seminar is you're going to have to be in the Seduction Alchemy Lab, which is the Telegram group. Now, if you're not part of that yet, you can join with the link in the description under this video. When you're in that group, you can then message me, Aurelius Sopax. Okay, I'm gonna put my profile into the description under this video as well, and you can apply to be part of the seminar. This is going to be very exclusive because I don't want to teach too many people, because you got to keep it ethical. Secondly, I want to trust you. I'm not going to teach these techniques to just everybody. Okay. Now, obviously, if you're one of my long-term students and all these things, obviously you're invited, and of course you're going to be allowed to join. Now, there's another thing. Okay, there has to be an exchange. Everything in the universe deals with exchange. If you want to make something, there's a law of exchange in this universe. If you want to make something your own, you have to leave something there. There's an exchange of energy going on. In our society, we call that mainly money. Okay, so there is a monetary exchange. So please don't think that this is just something that you can grab and because you're not even, first of all, you're not going to be able to appreciate it. That's just something that takes place psychologically. And secondly, you're not going to be able to make this your own. What you're trying to do is you're trying to take knowledge and make it your own. Please understand that there are invisible laws in this universe that will prevent you from doing that if you haven't exchanged energy for it. Now, what does it mean, exchanging energy for it? I promise you, I'm a master magician. You know, I have everything that I want, and anything that I don't have that I want, I can get it. All right. So there's literally there is not much you can do for me. But what you can do is you can exchange energy in a monetary form so that that you can actually take it, and I can. That exchange must be in. You understand? Okay. Good. Now, if you don't understand that, obviously I'm like, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay. So the point is, like I said, if you want to learn this toolbox, the Psychic Seduction toolbox, if you want to know in what sequence to use that, if you want to know how to use those things, and in what order to practice that, message me after joining the the Seduction Alchemy Lab. If you already have joined that, then great, just message me. Both of those links for the Telegram group as well as my profile on Telegram, you're going to find there. Message me. All right. That's my gift from, that's the gift from me to you this weekend on the 30th of August. There will not, there will be a replay. If you can't be there in person, you will receive the replay. And of course, you will have access to the replay even if you were there. That's for you. You can keep that for life. But I don't think I'm going to repeat this seminar. Okay, good. With that being said, peace. Bye-bye.